Hello out there and welcome to English Teacher Plays. Today we're looking at No Man's Sky from Hello Games, and we're actually going to do a review. So let's get started, shall we? Now, what can I say here? By now you will have been inundated by articles, think pieces, and videos talking about all the things that No Man's Sky isn't. It doesn't have multiplayer. The worlds are all very similar. The exploration is boring. The aliens don't make sense. There are a ton of things that have made people angry about this game. In fact, there are enough things that Steam has offered refunds to people even if they are out of the refund period. That's fine. It's all good. But I'm not here to tell you about the things that No Man's Sky isn't. I want to tell you about what it is. No Man's Sky is an immersive, relaxing exploration game. It's not a game for people who want to do 100%. It doesn't have the ability to build houses or whatever it is that billions of survival games have. It's not really about crafting at all. It's more about learning about the galaxy and the place that you have in it. The shelf life? Sure. There are only so many things to discover in the galaxy, and most of them have already been found by aliens. And they've placed hundreds of tiny little emplacements just far enough apart that it's annoying to walk or jetpack to. But seriously, the puzzles that come up and your ability to parse through the various languages using what you know is great fun. I find myself enjoying manufacturing facilities the most, as they require you to fight sentinels, figure out a puzzle using the words you have learned or guessing to get new technology. It feels good getting it right. Hello Games have done a good job ensuring the writing in the game is immersive and interesting. Mining resources can be a chore, but upgrading your ship or selling a huge haul of emerald for units comes with a lot of satisfaction. Does it have the crafting depth of Minecraft or Rust? No. Does it need it? I don't think so. I understand that people are annoyed because they have overpromised here, but let's be realistic and look at the game for what it is, rather than what it was promised to be. No Man's Sky is interesting and unique, and it has cutesy little animals that you can catalog and name. Naming and uploading discoveries is actually quite fun, even though some people might find it tedious. Nothing got me more annoyed playing this game than when I came across a system or plant that had been discovered and just left with its default name. It's like so boring and such a waste. I name systems like things like "You are definitely going to die," or lines from Edgar Allan Poe, and so many other things depending on how the mood struck me. Naming things is something you would very rarely ever get to do in a game. And even though the likelihood of anyone seeing them is low, considering the backlash against the game, the idea that someone might find my system called "I am nobody, who are you?" fills me with a sense of existential delight. That's a line from an Emily Dickinson poem, in case you were wondering. Similar to writing poetry onto a wall or putting a message in a bottle. You will never be there when someone enjoys your work, but someone will eventually, and it makes it worth it. So after many hours combing planets for resources and upgraded, I completed the Atlas Stone storyline. Now I enjoyed this storyline a lot, and spoilers, so skip this if you don't want to hear about it. The idea that some sort of crystal being is trying to get me to complete some task is cool and gave me purpose. Unfortunately, I lost an Atlas Stone along the way and was unable to birth a new star, which is apparently what you do, and I have since read up and it basically restarts the game, but you get to keep all of your upgrades, which is cool. Now, the problem that I'm having is that you can only complete this once, and since I didn't have 10 Atlas Stones on me, I didn't get to birth a new star, so I was annoyed. However, even refusing the path, even not birthing a new star, I was shown the way to a black hole that took me closer to the galactic center, which is cool in itself. So there's a lot to do in No Man's Sky, and yes, a lot of it will feel similar after 5 hours of playing. However, I would argue that the feeling you get from discovery is worth it, at least for me. And I would certainly recommend you try the game out. If price is an issue for you, I am certain the game will go almost 60% off in the next Steam sale thanks to all the negative press. Bottom line, if you enjoy space simulation, relaxing atmosphere, and exploration-based gameplay, then No Man's Sky is definitely worth your time and attention. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this review, and I'll see you next time. Class dismissed.